Hey everyone, just Jessica here. I was just gonna hop on here and tell you guys about our new curriculum choices for the 2018-2019 school year. For 6th grade, my oldest daughter will be in 6th grade this coming year, and we're really excited about what we've chosen for her to do for this year. And in thinking of what we wanted to do for this particular year, since last year had been a little bumpy for her and she had a little bit of a hard time last year, we were just thinking, we wanted something kind of light and fun. We still want rigor, but we don't want it, just kind of like drill, just to kind of regurgitate the information and then forget it. So we wanted something that would help her retain what she was learning, but maybe a more gentler approach to what she was already doing. So I didn't want anything really test heavy or worksheet heavy. So that's kind of the motivation behind our choices for this year. And before I get started, I wanted to tell you I won't be covering Bible today, or history, or science, because we are doing those family style, which means I'll be leading those subjects. We'll all be doing them together, learning about the same topics at the same time, and then possibly doing assignments more specific to their grade level or age or whatever. But those we'll all be doing as a family. So today we're just going to discuss what my oldest daughter will be doing that is specifically tailored to her and nobody else will be doing. So let's get started. For language arts, I'm going to jump right in. We decided to go with the good and the beautiful. She's going to be in level 6 language arts. You see down here that it says it covers literature, grammar and usage, punctuation, art, geography, spelling, vocabulary, and writing. And so what I liked about this curriculum was that it seems to be kind of a gentle approach. You do a little bit every day. So instead of doing 30 grammar sentences on one side and then the back side or whatever, you do a few today about the same principle, a few tomorrow, a few the next day. And so it just kind of adds from there. It's a very kind of comprehensive program from the looks of it. I like that it wasn't incredibly expensive either, but I was able to get to know her last year as a student, so I really think that she will like this. I kind of got to know what kind of things she likes, and so I chose this curriculum for her. What's included in the curriculum is, of course, this course book, and we got level 6 because they have like a placement test that you can take online that'll kind of show you where your kiddo needs to start in the curriculum. So like some 6th graders may start with level 6, some may need like level 4, some may need level 7. You just because each curriculum is different, and this is another perk of homeschool, you can kind of pick up where your kiddo needs. So it just so happened that she's in 6th grade, and she'll also be doing the level 6 language arts program from the good and the beautiful. So also included with the course book is the level 6 reader that comes with it. And so that's it. That's the level 6 reader, and it has several, it looks like it has 3 different books in here. In this one book. So it's Saved at Sea by O.F. Walton, When I Was Young by Laura E. Richards, and Queen Hildegard by Laura E. Richards. And so there are some pictures included, but for the most part, it's just, like 3 chapter books that are incorporated with the course, and that's in the reader. Also incorporated with the course is this book, Little Lord Fauntleroy. And so I went on and purchased that as well, but that was an additional purchase. Also with the course comes this answer key to help Mama out when I get stuck. And so that is kind of, you get the course book, the reader, the answer key, and then you also get, probably my favorite aspect, are these geography and grammar cards that come with the language arts program. And just to give you kind of an example of the geography cards that come with them, like there's one, and it wants you to identify the state that is red, and then of course on the back it shows you that that's Virginia. And so that they have those for all of the states, And then also they have world geography where they cover oceans and things like that. But on this one, you can see that it wants you to identify the country with the star. We'll see, there it is right there. And then you flip it over and it tells you that that is Finland. So they do world geography. They do United States geography, and they also have grammar cards. And here's an example of a grammar card. It says, what is an independent clause? And then give an example. And so on the back, it says an independent clause is a clause that can stand on its own as a sentence. And so every day before they get started in their course book, they're supposed to spend about 5 to 10 minutes reviewing these grammar and geography cards. So we'll probably do like grammar on Monday, Wednesday, geography on Tuesday, Thursday, something like that. But so they'll do the cards, the course book, and then there is a Good and the Beautiful book list that I've already purchased some great books from. They look awesome. And so she'll be reading books from that list in addition to the language arts things that I've shown you here today. So that covers the language arts, what she's going to be doing. So I'm very excited. It's a very different approach from what I'm used to, but for this particular year, that's what we wanted. We kind of wanted a change of pace. So we'll try it. We'll let you know how it goes. Next is going to be math. For math, we've decided to go with teaching textbooks. And teaching textbooks, they have like CD-ROMs that you can buy, but this year we're just going to go with the online subscription. And they have a placement test as well on their online for that. And she actually placed in Math 7. So that's where she'll start this year. And from what I understand about teaching textbooks is it's like an online course where they log in and they can personalize their page and everything. But then when it comes to the math, there's like a lesson, sort of like a voiceover and writing on the screen and all that, showing you the new concepts. And then of course they give practice problems for the students to complete as well. Now what I like about it is that, you know, it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off of me, because I know I was really nervous about teaching math more than all the other subjects. But it's supposed to be really neat. It gets really good reviews. So it's kind of like if you've ever seen a YouTube video on like a Khan Academy lesson. It's sort of like that, but then they give the kids practice problems that they can do, and it grades them automatically. Now, if I am not happy with one of the grades, or I don't feel like they've really mastered it, and I think I've decided that I'm going to set the goal at 90%. If they don't make 90% or above, then I don't think that it's fully mastered. They're not fully understanding the concept. So I can go back in and restart that lesson, delete the grade, restart the lesson, just to reinforce that they do have the concept. And then when they understand the concept, retake the assessment for that lesson, then they can move on. And so it sounds really neat. It sounds like the kind of thing that'll help me out, and that the kiddos will primarily be able to work on independently, but then of course I'll be here when they need help. So that's math and language arts. And then this year she will be doing typing also. So I got her the Typing 1 course from the Good and the Beautiful, and she'll be working on it from August to December. And then when she's finished with Typing 1, she will be moving right on to the next book in the Good and the Beautiful, and it's Typing 2. I don't have it here in front of me right now, but Typing 2 from the Good and the Beautiful. And I love that there are colors and pictures and things like that, so it'll kind of hold her interest. She's kind of an artsy girl, but then they look like, here's a glance at one of the lessons, lesson 24. So, you know, it goes over the proper way to, you know, hold your hands and that kind of thing, and she'll kind of learn how the proper way to type. So she'll be doing course 1 and 2 this coming year. Another one of the classes that she will be taking is handwriting. She will be doing a handwriting class as some of her independent work. I got it from the Good and the Beautiful as well, and it is level 6. Level 6 was supposed to be about 95% cursive, and she does know how to write in cursive already, but she doesn't use it on a daily basis, and I wanted her to just become more comfortable using it in everyday life. And I like it because it has, you know, different poems in it. It has scripture verses for them to write. It has, you know, states and capitals. And like this particular lesson, they are supposed to be writing the first 6 presidents of the United States. They have some lessons that talk about states and capitals and things like that. But just to get her more comfortable kind of writing in everyday life, this one has, you know, grammar principles and grammar rules and stuff like that in there. And so she'll be doing this more independently. This will be something that she can practice to make her more comfortable writing in cursive on a daily basis, and it'll also buy me time when I need to work with one of my other kiddos on something. So for this second semester, once she's finished with handwriting, I bought this creative writing notebook for her, and I really like it because it gives all these fun little writing exercises to teach them how to describe things or how to make their descriptions better. So it gives you little phrases or different things to describe, so you can describe this scene. It'll give you words that you are supposed to use, or you know, to make your descriptions more colorful and more vivid. It'll give you like words, like a small sentence, but then want you to kind of elaborate on it and make it more colorful. They have story starters and possible main characters, possible plots, possible settings, possible antagonists. And so you put all this together and kind of create a story. And then possible messages for your story, first paragraphs, that kind of thing, how to, you know, catch your reader's attention with your first paragraph. And she's already a very good writer, and she enjoys writing, so I just thought this would be you know, some fun exercises for her. It also covers poetry, teaching them how to write poems and brainstorming on that kind of thing. So I just really like it. And we chose a lot of curriculum from The Good and the Beautiful this year for her, and I think because I just like their message. They really, even in their language arts program, they really encourage students to choose good quality literature. And that's what I liked, was that they don't just want them reading, but they want them reading material that is worthwhile, that builds good relationships with your family, instead of, you know, reading these silly little books where the parents are always wrong and they don't know anything, and you know, there's a kind of a disrespectful relationship there. They can read these books that are filled with good character and high moral, you know, values between the kids and their families, and between the kids and the Lord, teaching them that. And that message, I guess, just kind of spoke volumes to me, that, you know, they just really want to encourage the kids that you can read and read good books, but they don't have to be silly. You don't have to dumb down literature for the kids to enjoy it. And I think that was what I liked a lot. Another reason that I chose The Good and the Beautiful for so many different courses for her is that online levels 1 through 5 of the language arts program is actually a free download. So I was able to look through each, you know, page, each and every page. It wasn't like 3 sample pages and that was all I got to make a decision on. It was, you know, every page, and I just really liked the repetition, the comprehensiveness of the program. That it was a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, a little bit from then, and it doesn't get redundant. So the more I looked through their free language arts downloads online, the more I liked what I saw. And so I gave her the placement test, and she placed in level 6, which you actually have to purchase, but it looks wonderful as well. So we are so excited about that, and that pretty well does it for her curriculum choices for the new school year. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thanks. Bye.